let us start Surds and Indices of session 2, because whatever we have discussed in the morning session, we have discussed some easy level questions. We will slowly scale up the level of difficulty in my particular class which I am taking right now. Right now, listen to this carefully, sir. I will start with the first session or the first question of this session 2. Listen to this carefully. Your first question is a very easy question. Once again, I will start with easy question, slowly I will scale up the level. Suppose your question is, if a root 2 plus b root 3 is equal to root of 98 plus root of 108 plus root of 48, sorry, minus root of 48, right, minus root of 48, root of 98 plus root of 108 minus root of 48, it is minus root of 48, and then the last term is minus root of 72, right, minus root of 72. Then your question is, find the values of a and b, right, find the values of a and b. Now listen to this carefully, sir. You need to find the values of a and b given the question says that, or the condition given is a root 2 plus b root 3 is nothing but something which is given on the right hand side of the screen, right. Listen carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully, sir. Same logic what I implemented in the morning class. Morning we discussed varieties of questions similar to this. Suppose I want to find a root 98. Root 98, because it is a square root, inside the square root, try to express it as a perfect square so that it will be cancelling and then you will get a whole number along with a third. So 98 is 49 into 2. 2 is not a perfect square, that is okay, I will keep that root 2 as it is, but root 49 is a perfect square. At least I made it one term come outside and write it as a whole number. So root 98 is 7 root 2. Similarly, root of 108. Root of 108 can be written as 108 is 36 into 3. Root 36 is 6. Root 3 is like that only I will write. Similarly, root 48. Root 48 is nothing but I can write it as 16 into 3. So this is the 16 square root is 4. It is 4 root 3. And the last term is root 72. Root 72 can be written as root of 36 into 2. Root 36 is 6. It is 6 root 2. What is that they are asking you in the question? They are asking you find the value of a and b, right? Find the value of a and b. Can I say it like this? Root 98 is 7 root 2. Root 48 is 4. Which one? Root 72 is 6 root 2. 7 root 2 is this term. 6 root 2 is this term with a negative sign. 7 root 2 minus 6 root 2 is, it is 1 root 2, right, it is 1 root 2. Similarly, root of 108, let me use a different color. Root of 108 is 6 root 3. Root of 48 is 4 root 3 with a negative sign. So it is 6 root 3 minus 4 root 3. It is nothing but how much? It is 2 root 3. So it is plus 2 root 3. Compare with the equation or whatever which is given in the left hand side. It is a root 2. Right hand side is 1 root 2. In place of a you have 1. Similarly, this is b root 2. Right hand side is b root 3. Right hand side is 2 root 3. In place of b you have 2. Answer for this question is a value is 1, b value is 2. Very easy question to start with. Slowly let me scale up the level of difficulty, sir. Let me scale up the level of difficulty very slowly. Prashant, is the screen not visible, sir? I think the screen should be very clear, right? Screen should be very clear, sir. Check it out from your end. Kindly refresh the page or kindly kill the app and relaunch the app if you are using mobile app to watch this particular video as of now. Just by normal comparison with whatever is given on the left hand side, easily you will end up getting the answer. I am still into a very basic question, and I started with rationalizing the denominator concept in today's class. When I took the class morning, I ended in fact with rationalizing the denominator concept. We will come back to that varieties of questions very soon. Idea clear? Next question. Listen carefully, sir. Do not write anything. First listen carefully. second question of today's afternoon session. See here, this is the second question. Very good question once again. Kindly do not write anything. First listen carefully, sir. Second question, very good question. Your question is, let cube root of a is equal to, let cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63. Cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63. Then what are the possible values out of the given option is the question, right? Then which is the possible correct answer is the question. Then first option is a is less than 729 but a is also greater than 216. This is my first option. Second option is a is less than 729 only. A is only less than 729. That is the only condition which will satisfy for a. Third option is a is less than 216. Fourth option is a is greater than 729, and the last option is a is equal to 729. Very good question. Please put a star mark for this question, sir. Please put a star mark for this question. Now listen carefully. Do not write anything. First listen to how I will solve this question so that you will understand how you can solve it when it comes in an examination hall. Now listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. Can I say that the condition given in the question is cube root of a is equal to cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63, right? This is the condition which is given in the question. Now listen carefully, sir. This is exactly whatever is written on the right hand side. Can I say that cube root of 26, it is less than cube root of 27, right? Cube root of 26 is less than cube root of 27. Cube root of 7, it is also less than cube root of 8. Cube root of 63 is also less than cube root of 64. That means, can I say that cube root of 27 is nothing but 3. Cube root of 8 is nothing but 2. Cube root of 64 is nothing but 4. Its total value is 9. Can I say that this particular value on the left hand side, which is nothing but cube root of a, this cube root of a is less than which value? It is less than, definitely less than 9. Cube root of a is definitely less than 9. If I cube it, so a will be less than 9 cube. If a is less than 9 cube is nothing but 729. That means a is definitely less than 729, right? A is definitely less than 729. If you see the answer options, first option is correct, second option is also correct, but in the second option they are saying a is less than 729 only. That means that is the only condition for a, and in the first option the other condition for a is greater than 216. Now let us check it out whether a is greater than 216 or not greater than 216. If I find this condition, then I can easily mark either option A or option B. Anyway, the last three options are eliminated, right? Now see here how to check whether a is greater than 216 or less than 216. Again I will implement the same condition. Cube root of a is given as cube root of 26 plus cube root of 7 plus cube root of 63, right? Cube root of 63, and it is given in the first option that it is given as greater than sign. Can I say that cube root of 26, what is the perfect cube before 26? It is 8. It is greater than cube root of 8. Cube root of 26 is definitely greater than cube root of 8, plus the perfect cube before 7 is 1. Cube root of 7 is definitely greater than cube root of 1, and similarly cube root of 63 is again definitely greater than cube root of 27. Can I say that cube root of 8 is 2, cube root of 1 is 1, cube root of 27 is 3, it is 6. That means cube root of a is definitely greater than which value? greater than 6. So A will be greater than 6 cube 216. That means, can I say that A is less than 729 is also true. A is greater than 216 is also true. That means my answer is answer option A. It is not answer option B. Idea should be very clear for my students, sir. This is how you should be very smart in saving your time in solving these kind of questions. Whenever the question is asking in terms of ranges, greater than or less than or whatever it is. I hope the idea is clear. A should be greater than 216. A is also less than 729. That means that the one which is satisfying both these criteria is nothing but it is option A. Option A is the option which is satisfying both of these criteria. I hope everyone is clear before we move on to the next question. Next, third question of today's class. Third question of today's class. Now see here, sir. Suppose for example, again a very easy question. Suppose for example your question is by how much 7 is or by I can write like this. By how much does 7 exceed 2? Right, by how much does 7 exceed 2? Now, if I write this kind of question, what is the meaning of this? 7 is greater than 2 by how many units? That is what they are saying in number system. 7 is greater than 2 by how many units? 7 is greater than 2 by actually how many units? 5 units. How will you get it 5? That 5 is nothing but 7 minus 2. Right, that 5 is nothing but 7 minus 2. This should be the answer. Same thing if it is given in terms of surds. Same thing if it is given in terms of surds. For example, by how much, your question is by how much does root 18, so root 12 plus root 18 exceed, by how much does root 12 plus root 18 exceed root 3 plus root 2, right? By how much does root 12 plus root 18 exceed root 3 plus root 2? Same ideology or same analogy I will implement once again. Can I say that this 7 is nothing but root 12 plus root 18? Substitute. You need not substitute. I am just teaching you in this method. Root 12 plus root 18 minus this root 3 plus root 2 is nothing but this 2 in my example. So substitute. Root 3 plus root 2 is what I need to write here, and then simplify it. Root 12 is nothing but 4 into 3. It is 2 root 3. This is 9 into 2, it is 3 root 2, and this is minus root 3, this is minus root 2. 2 root 3 minus root 3 is root 3. 3 root 2 minus root 2 is plus 2 root 2. Answer for this question is the first term is exceeding the second term by root 3 plus 2 root 2 units. First term, it is exceeding the second term by root 3 plus 2 root 2 units. I hope the idea is very clear, sir. Slowly I will scale up the level of difficulty. Just keep on listening to the class. I hope the idea is clear. Multiple varieties of problem ranging from level 0 to level 1 to level 2 to level 3 we will discuss in our Surds and Indices class, which is going to happen for the next few classes also. Again I am repeating, sir, this is again not the end of Surds and Indices class. Again do not ask me that, sir, this is the end of Surds and Indices, can you explain once again or whatever it is, right? Or can you cover all the models? We have multiple classes to be taken. Just have patience is my only request. Next, now today morning, for all the people who attended the class, I started with a topic called as rationalizing the denominator concept. Suppose I have 1 by root 3 plus root 2. 1 by root 3 plus root 2 is what I have. I have surd in the denominator, but I do not like the surd to be in the denominator. I want surd to be in the numerator, and in denominator I want it to be a whole number. I really do not like surd to be in the denominator. So for that matter, I told you that if it is a plus b, if it is a plus b, the other term should be a minus b, so that it becomes a square minus b square, and square means that square root will get cancelled. Here also square means square root will get cancelled, and you might end up not having a third in the denominator. I have root 3 plus root 2, that means I have a plus b in the denominator. I want a minus b to be in the denominator, so multiply by root 3 minus root 2, multiply by root 3 minus root 2 in the denominator. 1 into root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 minus root 2, divided by a plus b into a minus b is a square. It is 3 root 3 whole square is 3 minus b square root 2 whole square is 2. So your final answer for this question is root 3 minus root 2. Now this is the normal way of doing it, but I told you in the morning session that, if you remember, I told you in the morning session that do not write all these intermediate steps in the examination and kill your time. That is really not required to be written unless and until you get so much of confusions. You need not write it. Try to avoid all these intermediate steps. Try to avoid writing it as 3 minus 2 and then in the next step as 1. Try to directly write the answer or directly get the answer. Probably if you take 4 to 5 steps here, try to get the answer only in 2 steps, which will save your time to a larger extent. That means I told you that if the coefficient of this third is 1, if the coefficient of this third is also 1, that means your denominator will become this minus this. 3 minus 2, it will become 1, right? It will become 3 minus 2, 1. Numerator will be this particular whatever constant is there, multiply by the rationalized term. So it is my root 3 minus root 2, right? Suppose for example, I have 1 by root 5 minus root 3, right? If I normally do it, it is root 5 plus root 3 divided by root 5 plus root 3. So this is the normal way of doing. Numerator is root 5 plus root 3. Denominator is a minus b into a plus b, a square. Root 5 whole square is 5. Root 3 whole square is 3. So your answer is root 5 plus root 3 divided by 2. You need not do all these things and waste your time. The coefficient of root 5 is 1. It is 1 root 5. It is 1 root 3. Subtract these two, put it in the denominator without a third. It is 5 minus 3 is 2. Whatever you have here, put it in the numerator with an opposite sign. And then multiply that coefficient whichever is present in the numerator. That should be the answer. Straightforward, within one step you can get the answer, which we used in multiple problems in our today's class. I believe that this methodology is clear, sir. I hope that this methodology is clear. So I am moving on to the next varieties of problem using this methodology, because some of the students said that they did not attend this particular topic morning. I just repeated for two examples so that it should be very clear for my students. In fact, I solved 4 to 5 questions using rationalizing. Now we will solve multiple questions using rationalizing factors. I hope the idea is clear. Next, we will move on to the next question. Hello, sir. We will move on to the next question. Now, see this question. Very good question, but a very easy question, because you have understood the concept behind solving these questions. Your question is 1 divided by root 100 minus root 99 minus 1 by root 99 minus root 98 plus 1 by root 98 minus root 97, and then the same terms continues. Next is minus 1 by root 97 minus root 96 plus it continues. The last term is 1 by root 2 minus root 1. This entire value I require. It looks a very difficult question, because we only know few perfect squares which are coming in between, like root 100 we know, and root 81 whatever it comes in between we know, root 64 we know, root 49 we know, like that we know only few perfect squares, but we don't know root 98, root 99, root 96, all those things. So you think that it's a very difficult question. You think that it's a very difficult question, but it's a very easy question, right? It's a very easy question. I will look into the voice factor after completing this question, sir. Just kindly listen to this question. After completing this question we will look into the voice factor, because anyway you are saying that voice is low, it is not distracting you, so I think the voice should be clear. It may be low, but I will check it out after this problem. Now see here, can I say that 1 by root 100 minus root 99? I just now told you that coefficient of root 100 is 1 into root 100. It is 1 into root 99. That means directly I can write the denominator as 100 minus 99 1, 99 minus 98 1, 97 98 minus 97 1, 97 minus 96 1, 2 minus 1 is also 1. That means everywhere my denominator will definitely be 1. Everywhere denominator is definitely 1. So I need not actually worry about my denominator. What should be the numerator? I told you that numerator will be whatever you have here, put it with a negative, put it with an opposite sign. So first term will be root 100 plus root 99 minus of root 99 plus root 98. So it is root 99. Okay, let me write it like this, plus root 98. Then it is plus root 98 plus root 97. I hope it is clear, sir. Root 98 plus root 97, and it continues. I believe that you are able to understand it very clearly. And then it is minus of root 97 plus root 96, and then it keeps continuing. The last term is root 2. It is root 2 plus root 1. Before that it will be minus of root 3 plus root 2, right? It will be root 3 plus root 2. Can I say that every term will cancel other than two terms? Root 99 cancels, root 98 cancels. I think it should be somewhere here with a change of sign, sir. Somewhere I have made a mistake, because this both will cancel. Root 97 will cancel. Every term will cancel out. You will be only left with two terms, which is nothing but root 100, and here it will be plus 1. Root 100 plus 1 is 10 plus 1. Answer for this question is 11. Answer for this question is 11. I hope the idea should be very clear for you people. I hope the idea is clear. Idea should be very clear. Now kindly comment on the audio, sir. Now is it audible? Kindly check it out. Kindly check and update me if the audio is clear right now. Are you facing any issues with the audio right now? I believe that the audio should be clear right now, sir. Is the audio clear? I believe that this problem is also clear, sir. This problem also should be clear. Anyway, I will take multiple problems of this variety, so you need not worry about that fact. Sharan Satya, no worries. You will understand it in my next problem. Similar kind of question I will take it. No worries if you are not clear with this particular question. Now see here. Another question of similar model. Suppose your question is 1 by root 3 plus 1 plus 1 by root 5 plus root 3 plus 1 by root 7 plus root 5 plus 1 by root 9 plus root 7, and it keeps continuing until you get the last term as 1 by root 49 plus root 47. This value we need to find. We need to find this particular value. Now everyone listen carefully, sir. I already told you in my 5 minutes before, I think I said this statement that coefficient of root 3 is 1. Coefficient of root 1 is also 1. Here also it is 1 root 5, 1 root 3. Here also it is 1 root 7, 1 root 5. That means if the coefficients of all these things are 1, directly your denominator will be 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2, 9 minus 7 is 2, 49 minus 47 is also 2. That 2 will come in the denominator. So please take it out, that 1 by 2 outside. Take out that 1 by 2 outside. Now denominator is already written. Numerator part. If it is root 3 plus 1, numerator will be root 3 minus 1 multiplied with whatever is there in the numerator. Already 1 is there in the numerator. So 1 into anything is that same thing. So numerator in the first case is root 3 minus 1. In the second case is root 5 minus root 3. In the third case is root 7 minus root 5. In the fourth case is root 9 minus root 7. Similarly, in the last case is it is root 49 minus root 47. Can I say that? Can I say that this root 3 minus root 3 cancels? Root 3 minus root 3 cancels. Root 5 minus root 5 cancels. Root 7 minus root 7 cancels. Root 9 minus root 9 cancels. Similarly, root 47 minus root 47 cancels. You will only be left with two terms. Those two terms are nothing but it is minus 1 plus root 49. Root 49 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Beautiful way of problem solving. Answer is 3. Answer for this question is 3. Exactly the same methodology I implemented in my previous question. Girish Yadav, you can call me after the class is over, sir. This is my number 7795 734445. Now the concentration is on class. You can call me after the class. Same question, same analysis we have discussed in our previous question also. People who could not hear the previous question properly, I think it should be very, very clear right now how the previous question we have solved. Idea should be clear. Next question. Next question. Listen carefully, sir. I am drafting the next question. This is the beauty of learning the concept and shortcuts. Listen carefully. How beautifully you can solve this question, sir. See this question. Your question is, if 1 divided by root a plus root of a plus 1 plus, all are slightly higher level questions I am discussing now, 1 by root a plus 1 plus root a plus 2 plus 1 by root a plus 2 plus root a plus 3, and the last term is 1 by root of a plus 63 plus root of, sorry, denominator only it is plus, right? 1 by root of a plus 63 plus root of a plus 64. This entire value, whatever I started from here and ended here, this entire value is given as 4. Your question is, if this is the condition, then which of the following is the possible value for a, right? What is a value is the question. Which of the following is the possible value of a? I am little sorry, sir. I am having little cough, so sometimes in between I might cough. Kindly apologize for it. So options are A, first option is 16, second option is 64, third option is 256, fourth option is 196. So these are the 4 possible values. Sorry, yeah, fourth option is 196. Another option also it is mentioned here, it is 36. These are the 5 possible values. One of them will satisfy the above equation. Which will satisfy with the question? Now listen to this carefully, sir. Listen to this carefully. Same logic, can I use it once again? Definitely yes. Can I say it is 1 root a, 1 root a plus 1, 1 root a plus 1, 1 root a plus 2. That means denominator will be subtraction of these two, a plus 1 and a. What is the difference? The difference of a plus 1 and a is, it is nothing but 1, right? So denominator will be 1. So can I say that numerator will be whatever sign you have here, interchange it. But students might make a mistake here. See here, sir. 1 by root a plus root a plus 1 is what I have. So if I multiply with root a minus root a plus 1, it is not the valid multiplication. Why? Because a plus 1 is greater than a. So consider this particular term as 1 by root a plus 1 plus root a, both are same. Now you can multiply with root a plus 1 minus root a and divide with root a plus 1 minus root a. That means now only when I subtract a plus 1 minus a, I will get the denominator as 1. I believe that the idea whatever I am teaching should be very clear, right? Now suppose, let me remove it off so that I can use the same screen to solve this question. Now see here, can I write this each and every term as, it is nothing but first term is root of a plus 1 minus root a, second term is root of a plus 2 minus root of a plus 1. I hope the idea is clear. So it is plus root of a plus 2 minus root of a plus 1. Third term is root of a plus 3 minus root of a plus 2. Similarly, the last term is root of a plus 64 minus root of a plus 63. Right? Now, this entire value is given as 4 in the question. If I simplify further, this will cancel. Which all will cancel? Root of a plus 1, root of a plus 1. So, this will cancel. Root a plus 3 will cancel. Root a plus 63 minus root a plus 63 will cancel. You will be left with only two terms. One is this particular term, root of a plus 64 minus root a is left out. Right hand side 4 is left out. Now, which is the possible value of a is the question. Now, listen carefully, sir. Which value when I substitute out of these given options, I will get 4 as the right hand side. Simple analysis. If I put 36, root of a plus 36, a plus 64, 36 plus 64 is 100, root of 100 is 10, minus root of a value is 36, it is root 36 is 6. Is 10 minus 6 is equal to 4? Definitely 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Therefore, that should be my right answer. None of the other values will satisfy, only that value will satisfy. That should be the answer. Simple, right, sir? This technique is very important. 1 by root of a plus root of b, if it is there, directly you can write it as root of a by minus root of b, denominator is a minus b. Directly you can write this. This idea should be very clear. If the coefficients of these surds are 1 in this case, if it is not 1, solve it. Simple. Daya Shankar, video for algebra is huge, sir. We have already done it. Beautiful questions, beautiful concepts are already taken by Anil sir in videos for algebra. There is a beautiful topic which we have taken for 2.5 hours also called as Think Without Ink for Algebra. And there are multiple algebra sessions which are already conducted by Anil Nair sir. I hope the idea should be very clear, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat if whatever we have discussed till now, if it is clear. Excuse me. Idea should be clear, sir, for everyone. Next question. Again a very good question. Your question is simplify 7 root 3 divided by root 10 plus root 3. These are the kind of questions which came in the examination. We are writing those kind of questions itself. 2 root 5 divided by root 6 plus root 5 minus 3 root 2 divided by root 15 root 15 plus 3 root 2, right? Root 15 plus 3 root 2. Now see here, sir, don't take too much of time in simplifying these things. This will take very lesser time if you have understood the concept. Can I say that the coefficient everywhere for this is 1 except in this case? Okay, this last term we will look into it very clearly, except that first term and the second term coefficient of the third is 1 in the denominator. So my denominator will be 10 minus 3, 7. That 7 will cancel with the numerator 7. You are left with root 3 in the numerator multiplied with rationalized term in the negative in the between. So I think this is very clear. Similarly, second term, can I say that second term I can say it is 6 minus 5, it is 1. So denominator is 1. So remaining is the numerator, already we have 2 root 5 and rationalized term is root 6 minus root 5. Now see the last term. Try to be little careful because the coefficient is not 1. So use the normal method. Can I say that minus 3 root 2, I will write it as it is. Root 15 minus 3 root 2 I will multiply with, what is the denominator? A plus b into a minus b. Root 15 whole square is 15. 3 root 2 whole square, 3 square is 9, root 2 whole square is 2, 9 into 2 is 18, 15 minus 18 is minus 3, denominator in the third term is minus 3. Simplify it, sir. Where is the difficulty in this question? Root 3 into root 10, root 30, root 3 into root 3, it is 3, 2 into root 5 into root 6, it is 2 root 30, next, minus into minus is plus, 2 into root 5 into root 5, 2 into 5 is 10, plus, now minus 3 will cancel with minus 3. So this entire thing will become plus right now. Plus root 2 into root 15, it is plus root 30, plus root 2 into 3 into 2, it is minus 6. What are the things which are left out, sir? Only thing which is left out is root 30, root 30 is 2 root 30 cancelled with minus 2 root 30. 6 minus 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Answer is 1 for this question. Answer for this question is 1. Very beautifully you can solve this question. In fact, I am not even multiplying. I am not even writing everything. Directly I am trying to get this answer in this particular rationalized format. And that is itself what you need to learn. That itself is something which is very important, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat. Kindly comment in the live chat if it is clear till here before we move on to our next questions. Kindly comment in the live chat, sir. We have already solved multiple varieties of questions. Let us move on to the next question. Now listen to this carefully, sir. Let us move on to the next question. Do not write anything. First listen to this carefully. Okay. Now, can my students write the answer for this question fast? And I believe that my students can do it. 2 divided by root 5 plus root 3 minus 1 divided by root 2 minus root 3 plus 3 divided by root 5 plus root 2. Answer, sir. 30 seconds is a little huge, but I am still giving you 30 seconds. 30 seconds is the time what I am allotting to you to get the answer for this question. Very easy question if you have understood the previous questions which I have discussed till now. Very fast you can solve the question. with practice whatever we have solved till now. Kindly tell me the answer for this question, sir. 15 more seconds left. Pramod says it is 0. Pramod says 0 and he cancelled it. He realized that it is not 0. 10 seconds, sir. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Kindly answer me, sir. I am waiting for your replies. It is not that I keep solving the questions. It is something that I want you to solve the questions. What should be the answer? Very easy question, sir. I don't know why are you people not answering this question. Now see here. Very easy question. Same logic. Same logic. Prashant says 2 root 5. Kartika says 2 root 5. But Pragati says 0. See here. Mayank says it is 2 into root of 5 minus root 2. Now see here, sir. Very easy question. Root 5, root 3. Coefficients are 1, 1. Right? So same logic. 5 minus 3 is 2. Denominator is 2. Right? That means the denominator is 2. This 2 will cancel with the numerator 2. That means denominator nothing is there. Or in other words, denominator is 1, which I need not write it. So only thing which will be left in the numerator in this case is rationalized term of root 5 plus root 3, which is root 5 minus root 3. Similarly, keep this minus. Can I say that 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So that minus 1 should come in the denominator. If I put minus 1 in the denominator, minus of minus, it will become plus. Numerator will be root 2 plus root 3. And the last thing is 5 minus 2 is 3. That 3 will cancel with numerator 3. And you will be left only with the rationalized term in the middle. Root 5 minus root 2. Over answer. Where is the difficulty, sir? This is the beauty of learning the concept. Root 3 minus root 3 cancels. Root 2 minus root 2 cancels. Root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. Answer for this question is 2 root 5. Very easy. Within seconds. In fact, if you give me this question and if I give you this question after some time after your practice, you will not even write this step. You will eliminate writing the step also within 5 seconds or maximum 7 seconds. I think you will be able to tell the answer as 2 root 5. That will come by practice. Believe me, that will definitely come by practice. How are you getting it as 0, Sharan Satya? How it is Vinay Kumar 5? Pramod, how it is 3, sir? I hope the idea should be very clear for you guys. It is 2 root 5. That should be the correct answer. Correct answer for this question is 2 root 5. I hope the idea is clear. Answer for this question is 2 root 5. Now listen carefully, sir. Whatever we are doing right now is a very important topic. In fact, important discussion. Next type of questions. Listen carefully, do not write anything. First listen. 3 to 4 problems, if you understand, you will solve any question in Surds and Indices which applies this particular model. Now listen carefully, sir. Yesterday also, in fact today morning also, when I took the class, I told you this concept. I want to eliminate this square root. If I want to eliminate square root, I should have square. That means a plus b whole square will be of a tremendous useful for me. It will be a plus b whole square is it is a tremendous useful for me. That means a plus b whole square will give me square root of a plus b whole square will give me a plus b. So a plus b whole square, I am sure everyone knows. A square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, if I have a question on cube root, for example, then I should have cube term, so that cube root and cube will cancel out. You will get a whole number and you will not have any particular surd in that particular case. So a plus b whole cube, it is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, right? Plus 3ab into a plus b. I am sure that you know all these very important identities in algebra. And the very important thing, especially in square root, very important thing is a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, which stands for a square plus or minus 2ab plus b square, right? Now see here, our question is basically on, our question will be basically in this type, whatever we are solving will be on finding the square root of a surd. Just keep on listening, sir, do not write anything, just keep listening to this class. Now first I will give you a very important example or a note, then we will take it to the problems. Suppose for example I have 2 plus root 3 whole square. This is similar to a plus b whole square. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. It is 2 into root 3. If I simplify, this will be 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 4 root 3, right? 7 plus 4 root 3. This is nothing but 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3, right? 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3. Can I say that this 7 is nothing but the sum of these two terms? And what are those two terms? Those two terms are nothing but a square plus b square, right? Those two terms are a square plus b square. Similarly, this 2 root 3, this 2 is nothing but this 2 itself, whatever is there in the a plus b whole square formula. This 2 root 3 is nothing but, can I say it as a square plus b square plus 2 AB. This 2 root 3 in this question is nothing but AB. That means, suppose if it is in general p plus 2 root q, if it is in general p plus 2 root q, this is something like that only, right? P plus 2 root q, I can say it as this p value will be nothing but a square plus b square, and this root q value will be nothing but ab value, right? Root q value will be nothing but ab value. Now see here, sir, this is from a plus b whole square we derived it. Now let us understand the reverse of it, right? Let us understand the reverse approach of it. Listen to the first few problems. Close to 10 questions we will solve continuously, and then we will understand whether it is clear for you or not, and then we will take it forward. Suppose your question is find the square root of, listen carefully, do not write initially. Find the square root of 4 plus 2 root 3, right? Find the square root of 4 plus 2 root 3. Now one question I will explain you in detail. If I write it in detail, forget about square root, we will take it in the last step. 4 plus 2 root 3 is what I have. This can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab. That means in place of this 2, I have 2 in the question also. In place of ab, I have how much? Root 3. Root 3 into 1. Can I write it as root 3 into root 1 is nothing but a value and b value. So check it out here if you want. Root 3 whole square plus 1 square. This is 3 plus 1, 4 itself. That is what I have. Now you need not write all these things in the examination. Simple, sir. Directly try to check it out and write very fast. 4 plus 2 root 3 is what I have. This 2 is something which is very important. If the 2 is not present, express it as 2 into something, right? Express it as 2 into something. Now this root 3, I can write it as 3 and 1, right? It is root 3 into root 1. Check it out. The sum of these two should give me this number. 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. Yes, because it is satisfying. Write down this first term root 3. Write down this second term 1. If it is plus in between, write down plus and then square it. But I want to find the square root of this value. Square root of root 3 plus 1 whole square. Square root and square will get cancelled. Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Idea clear? Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Multiple problems we will keep solving in the next 5 minutes to understand it better. Answer will be root 3 plus 1. Second question. Square root of 13 minus 4 root 3. Square root of 13 minus 4 root 3. Same logic, sir. I don't want 4. I want 2 into something. So write down that 4 as 2 into 2 root 3, right? 2 into 2 root 3. 2 into 2 root 3 will become 4 root 3. Now, this 2 is already present in our formula, right? 2 is already present in our formula. Can I say that? Excuse me, sir. Can I say that if I put 2 into 2 root 3 is what I have, if I put it outside, then it becomes okay, let me tell you like this so that it will be very very clear for you, right? Now see here, 13 minus 4 root 3 is what I have. This I can write it as square root of 13 minus 4. I want it as 2. Another 2 is present. That 2 if I take inside, it becomes square root of 4, right? It becomes square root of 4. That 4 only is taken outside as a 2, right? 4 into 3 is how much? It is root 12. Now same analogy I will implement. Can I say that this root 12 can be written as root 12 into root 1? 12 plus 1 is giving me the other number. So directly I can tell root 12 and root 1, because you have a negative sign in between, it is root 12 minus root 1 whole square. Under the square root it becomes root 12 minus root 1. Very very fastly or very systematically you can answer the questions. Another question. Do not worry if you have not understood the first 2 questions. That is okay with me. But you will understand the remaining questions very very easily. Next question. Next one. Square root of 7 plus 4 root 3. Same logic, sir. This I can write it as 7 plus 4 is 2 into 2. This 2, whatever I am writing here, I will put it inside the square root, so that it becomes 4 inside the square root, because square root of 4 is 2. So it becomes root 12 here, right? It becomes root 12 here. Again same logic. Now root 12 can be written as root 12 into 1, or it can also be written as root 4 into root 3, or it can also be written as root 6 into root 2. But check it out, which 2 terms when I add it I should get it 7. 4 plus 3 is only 7, 6 plus 2 is not 7. So that means this is the correct way of expression. That means write down this first term root 4, which is nothing but 2. Write down the second term root 3, and if it is plus here, write down plus, and then square it, and then find the square root. Instead of every time writing the square root and square, you can directly stop at this point. 2 plus root 3 should be the answer. First we will analyze or learn these varieties of problem, and then we will solve some tricky questions using this methodology. I hope the idea is clear. First 3 questions kindly comment, sir. Only Samir Roy is answering. What about other people? Kindly comment if the first 3 questions in this model are clear. We will solve multiple questions. Next question. Next question. Kindly comment if it is clear till here. Next question. Only 2 people have commented as of now. Very good. Next, 4th question of this particular model. Fourth question. Listen carefully, sir. Your question is square root of 76 plus 10 root 3. Square root of 76 plus 10 root 3. Same logic I will implement once again. I don't want it to be as a 10. I want that 10 to be written as 2 into something. So 10 is nothing but 2 into 5 root 3, right? It is 2 into 5 root 3. Now, can I again say that this 5 also, if I put it inside the square root of which number is 5? Square root of 25 is 5. So it is 76 plus 2 into root of 75, right? Root of 25 into 3 is root 75. Same logic again implement. 75 can be written in multiple ways. 25 into 3, 25 into 3, 15 into 5, many ways are there. But 75 can be written as 75 into 1. Why? Because 75 plus 1 is 76, which is what I have here. Directly I can write first term root 75, next term root 1. Because it is plus in between, it is plus. This should be the answer. If you want simplify this, 75 is 25 into 3, which is 5 root 3 plus 1. Answer should be this. Very, very fast you can solve these questions. Very fast. And we are only discussing first few questions on finding the square root of these things. We will come back to the questions which are originally asked in the examination after 10 minutes. Another question. Square root of 33 minus 4 root 35. Square root of 33 minus 4 root 35. Again same logic. 4 is nothing but 2 into 2. This 2 if I put inside the square root, it becomes 35 into 4, right? It becomes 35 into 4. That means this is nothing but square root of 33 minus 2 into root 140. Now root 140 you should express it in multiple ways. What are the ways of expressing root 140? Multiple. 1 into 140 is 140, but 1 plus 140 is not 33. It is 2 into 70, not possible. 4 into 35, 4 plus 35 is not 33. 5 into 28, yes, it is satisfying. 5 plus 28 is nothing but 33. That means, can I say that it is root 28 into root 5. So it is root 28 and root 5. Because it is minus, put down minus. This should be the answer. Straightforward answers you can get it, sir. But only thing is it requires a lot of practice. Idea clear, sir? Answer is root 28 minus root 5. Samir, your answer is incorrect, sir. 35 minus 2 is 33, but 35 into 2 is not 140, right? Next question. Square root of 139 minus 80 root 3. Square root of 139 minus 80 root 3. Same logic I will implement. I don't like 80. I want it to be written as 2 into something. So it is 2 into 40 root 3, right? 2 into 40 root 3. Now 40 you need to express it as multiple ways. 40 can be written as 4 into 10, 2 into 20, 1 into 40, but I will write it as 8 into 5. Why I am writing it as 8 into 5? Because if I take one term as 8 and the other term as 5 and root 3 combined together. So if I square it, 8 square is 64 and 5 root 3 whole square is 25 into 3, it is 75. 64 plus 75 is giving me the first term 139. That means A value is 8, B value is 5 root 3, or A value is 5 root 3, B value is 8. Because there is minus, write down minus. This should be the answer. Answer should be 5 root 3 minus 8. Pramod, what you need to understand here is, sir, let me write that question for you. Root 33 minus 4 root 35. Next step I got it as root 33 minus 2 root 140. Right? Both are same. Now, I have 140, Pramod. This 140 I should write it in multiple ways. Pramod, you wrote it as 8 and 30, 8 and 25. Yes, 8 plus 25 is giving you 33. But root 8 into root 25 is not root 140. That also should be taken care of, sir. I believe that Pramod is clear. That is the reason you have deleted that message. Next question. Root 52 plus 30 root 3 plus 30 root 3. Same logic. I don't want 30. I want it to be 2 into something. 2 into 15 root 3. Right? 2 into 15 root 3. Again can I write it as 15? I will express it as 5 into 3. 5 into 3 root 3. Why did I do like this? 5 square is 25. 3 root 3 whole square is 3 root 3 whole square is 27. 25 plus 27 is giving me this first term 52. That means A value is 5. B value is 3 root 3. 5 plus 3 root 3 whole square under the square root. That should be the final answer. You might also think it as I will write a 15 as 3 into 5. First value is 3. Second value is 5 root 3. Check it out. If I add these two, this is 9 plus 5 square is 25. 25 into 3 is 75. 9 plus 75, is it nothing but 52? No, it is not 52. Therefore, that is not the right representation. Excuse me. I hope the idea is clear for everyone. Now, whatever we have solved till now, everywhere this number was coming either as a 2 or it was coming as an even number. So, you would have expressed that 2 into something. Now, if it is not able to express it as 2 into something, suppose for example, I have a question, root 38 plus 5 root 3, root 38 plus 5 root 3. Now, this 5 is there here, but I don't have 2 into something. Because I don't have 2 into something, I will make use of that number 2 into something. That means, can I write it as, I will multiply the entire numerator with 2. So, one problem I am writing step by step. 2 times of 38 plus 5 root 3. I will also divide by 2. Right? I will also divide by 2. Now, my question becomes 1 by root 2 will be taken outside. Right? 1 by root 2 will be taken outside. 2 into 38 is 76. 2 into 5 is, okay, let me write it as 2 into 5 root 3 itself. Right? 2 into 5 root 3 itself. Check it out, sir. Check it out if you want. Can I say that 2 into 5 root 3 is what I wrote here? Can I say 2 into A is nothing but 5 root 3, B is nothing but root 1. 5 root 3 if I square it, 5 root 3 square is, it is 75. Root 1 if I square it, I will get 1. 75 plus 1 is 76, which is what I have in the first term. So, that means A value is 5 root 3, B value is 1. Because I have plus here, write down plus. Answer is 5 root 3 plus 1 with this 1 by root 2. So, 1 by root 2 times of 5 root 3 plus 1 should be the final answer. If you do not have that 2 in the term in the question, make multiply and divide by the 2 to make it as 2. I hope the idea should be very, very clear, sir. Suppose another question. Similar logic we will use it for this question. Square root of 26 plus 15 root 3. Now again this is an odd number. You cannot write it as 2 into something. But I know that I require 2 definitely. So make use of it. Multiply this entire thing by 2. Divide also by 2 under the root. Divide also by 2. That means that 1 by root 2 I will keep taking outside. So square root of 26 into 2 is 52, right? 52. 15 into 2 is 30 root 3, right? 15 into 2 is 30 root 3. In fact, I should actually write it as 30 as 2 into 15 root 3. Right, 2 into 15 root 3. Now, can I say that? Let me write the entire thing. This is square root of 52 plus 2 into 15 root 3. Outside it is 1 by root 2. Right, outside it is 1 by root 2. Now, think logically, sir. Try to express this 15 as product of co-primes, which is nothing but 5 into 3. Now, why did I write like this? Why did I write like this? Because if I take 5 into 3 and another thing is root 3, 5 square is 25. Root 3 root 3 whole square is 27. Right? It is 27. 25 plus 27 is nothing but my first number 52. So, I can definitely write this entire thing as 5 plus 3 root 3. 5 plus 3 root 3, but outside I have 1 by root 2. This should be my final answer. This should be the final answer. I am writing some steps for your understanding, which you actually can eliminate and write the answer very fast directly if you are practicing so many questions. I hope the idea is clear. Another question. Root of 2 plus root 3. Root of 2 plus root 3. Can I say it as this 2 I will multiply with 2. It becomes 4. Here I don't have 2. It is 2 root 3. And then divided by 2 also. Right? Divided by 2. That 1 by root 2 I will take it outside. Square root of 4 plus 2 root 3. Already 2 is present. So this is root 3 into root 1, because 3 plus 1 is anyway nothing but 4 itself. So directly I can write root 3 plus root 1 whole square under the square root. That will cancel. So it is root 3 plus root 1 divided by root 2. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat. Probably we have solved 9 to 10 questions of that model to understand it better and take it forward. First, kindly comment in the live chat whatever we have discussed, if it is clear or not. If it is clear, we will move on to our next varieties of, in fact, next set of questions using the same logic. We will solve some of the questions which had come in the examination using this logic once it is clear for everyone. Harish says it is clear. Thank you, sir. Other people, sir. Everyone others kindly comment. Samir says it is very clear for him. Saurabh says clear. Waiting for everyone's comment. Everyone please comment in the live chat, sir. It's a very important session on Surds and Indices. This is my second class on Surds and Indices. Morning I took 2 hours of class already. Very good. Now see here, sir. These all have square root of some surds. Now same logic with questions which were given in examinations or that particular model. Square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 minus square root of 5 plus 2 root 6. This value I need to find. Take any one of them because both are same. 5 plus 2 root 6. Already 2 is present. Root 6 is root 3 into root 2 because 3 plus 2 is anyway 5. That means I can directly write it as root 3 plus root 2. Why plus? Because plus is there here also. Whole square under the square root will get cancelled. That means this term is root 3 plus root 2. Again, here it is. The second term is minus 1 by. This also is root 3 plus root 2. But this 1 by something is nothing but rationalizing terms, which we already discussed before solving these varieties of questions. So rationalize, multiply and divide. Don't multiply and divide by rationalizing terms and keep writing every step. 3 minus 2 is 1. Directly denominator is 1. Whatever is there in the numerator, this 1 multiply by the reverse sign of this. That means your final answer is root 3 plus root 2 minus of root 3 minus root 2 by 1. So this will become root 3 minus root 3 will cancel. Minus of minus will become plus. 2 root 2 should be the final answer. Very fast you can solve it, sir. My rationalizing concept, what I thought before, and this concept coupled with together, if you can solve it, it will be very fast solving the question. I hope the idea is clear. 2 root 2 should be the answer. We will keep taking multiple varieties until it should be something like a cakewalk for my students looking into that questions. Next question. Next question. I am writing the next question for you. Listen carefully, sir. This is my question. Similar kind of question again. Your question is square root of 11 plus 2 root 30 minus 1 by 11 plus 2 root 30. This value I require. I think it should be very fast, sir. You should be very fast is what I believe. Root 30 is, first of all, this 2 is there, thanks for it. Root 30 is root 6 into root 5. 6 plus 5 is anyway 11 only. That means because there is plus here, I can directly write it as root 6 plus root 5. Right? I can directly write it as root 6 plus root 5. This is minus 1 by root 6 plus root 5. If I rationalize, 6 minus 5 is 1 in the denominator. Numerator will be root 6 minus root 5. Directly you will get the answer, sir. You will solve so fast and you will realize that you are super. You are extraordinary in solving these questions. 2 root 5 should be the answer. 2 root 5 should be the answer. Arvind, what is the doubt, sir? What about 2 root 6? Where are you talking about 2 root 6, Arvind? Arvind, this entire thing only is what I got it as like this, Arvind. That is what we explained from the last 20-25 minutes, right? This entire thing, 2 root 6 only I wrote it as 2 into root 3 into root 2. Root 6 only I wrote it as root 3 into root 2. So A is root 3, B is root 2. Root 3 whole square is 3. Root 2 whole square is 2. So it is A square plus B square is 3 plus 2, 5. Plus 2AB, 2 into A is root 3, root 2. So it is A plus B whole square under the square root. This is only what we discussed from half an hour, right, Arvind? Arvind, is it clear? From the last 10 questions, whatever I solved, that itself is nothing but this one. Similar kind of question we solved, Arvind, again. Is it clear, sir? Kindly comment fast, sir. Students are waiting for the next question. Kindly comment fast. Let us not take our own time, sir. Kindly understand the importance of every other student also. Very good, Arvind. Great. Next question. Again, next question. Listen carefully, sir. Do not write it. First, listen carefully. First, listen carefully. I am drafting the question. See here, sir. See here. Suppose your question is like this. Your question is, if if 4 plus 3 root 3 divided by square root of 7 plus 4 root 3 is equal to a plus root b, find the value of b minus a. Very good question. Looking into the question, my students should not feel that it's a difficult question, but the students should feel that wow, it's a very easy question. I'm lucky to get this question in the examination. Now see here, sir. First thing is, I don't want the square root of square root terms. First finish off that. Can I say that this 4 is 2 into 2? Correct, sir? This 4 is 2 into 2. Okay, let me write it for you if you are not that great in solving it very fast for first few minutes. This can be written as 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3, right? 2 into 2 root 3. This 2 is nothing but square root of 4, right? The 2 is nothing but square root of 4, right? That means that 2 I am replacing it as square root of 4, and 4 plus 3 is nothing but 7. That means directly I can write it as root 4 plus root 3, right? Root 4 plus root 3. Root 4 is nothing but 2. It is 2 plus root 3. Now my question will reduce to 4 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3. But again the concept did not complete here. Why? Because I need to rationalize it. I need to rationalize. Can I say that root, this 2 is nothing but root 4. Root 4 and root 3 are present. Subtract 4 and 3. It is nothing but 1 in the denominator. It is nothing but 1. Numerator is 4 plus 3 root 3 is already present. Multiply with 2 minus root 3. And now you should simplify. Very easy. It is 4 into 2, 8 minus 4 root 3 plus 6 root 3 minus 3 into root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Denominator is anyway 1. So 9 minus 8 is minus 1. Plus 2 root 3. They are comparing this value with 4 plus 3 root 3, right? They are comparing with this value with a plus root b, right? A plus root b. Now again observe carefully. The square root term should have coefficient of 1 as 1, but here it is 2. Bring this 2 inside the square root. If it goes inside the square root, it becomes 4. 4 into 3 is 12. My final answer is minus 1 plus root 12. This is nothing but a plus root b. A value is minus 1. B value is 12. B minus a value is 12 minus of minus 1, which is 13. Beautiful question, sir. A beautiful question which can be solved and which is implemented, wherein we are implementing rationalizing method and also the method of finding the square root, which we solved from the last half an hour of our class. Answer for this question is 13. A beautiful question which is given in one of the examination. I hope the idea is clear. Idea should be very clear, sir. Another question. These all will be very easy now for you. I mean it. I'll prove it to you. Now see here. These are all very tricky looking questions, but actually not tricky questions. 1 by root of 11 minus 2 root 30 minus 3 by root of 7 minus 2 root 10 plus, minus 4 by root of 8 plus 4 root 3. This value I require. Looking like a very difficult and a tricky question. If I take this denominator, already 2 is present, which I am happy for. This 30 is root 6 into root 5, and 6 plus 5 is also 11. Yes, directly I will get the first term as 1 divided by root 6 and root 5. Because I have negative sign in between, put a minus. This is my first term. Similarly, second term, if I take this denominator, already 2 is present, which I am again happy with. Root 10 can be written as root 5 into root 2, and 5 plus 2 is also 7, which I am again happy with. Directly you can write root 5 and root 2. Because there is a negative sign in between, put minus. Write down the numerator as it is. Write down the numerator as it is. Now in the third term, I do not have 2 but I have 4. This can be written as 2 into 2 into root 3, right? 2 into 2 into root 3. Now again think logically, sir. This 2 is nothing but root 4, right? This 2 is nothing but root 4. So 2 into root 4 into root 3, but root 4 plus root 3, that means 4 plus 3 is not 8, it is 7. If it is 7 here, I could have directly written like that, right? I could have directly written like that, but root 4 into root 3 is root 12, right? This is 2 root 12. Express root 12 as something into something else, so that when you add it you should get 8. Can I write root 12 as root 2 into root 6? Yes, definitely, right? That means this value is 4 divided by this is nothing but root 6 and root 2. Because I have plus in between, I will put plus here also. Minus. Answer over, sir. This should be the very beautiful way you are solving, and I am also telling you that you need not rationalize and waste your time. 6 minus 5 is 1, denominator is 1, numerator is root 6 plus root 5, minus 5 minus 2 is 3. That 3 will cancel with this 3, and the numerator term will be rationalized term, root 5 plus root 2. Here 6 minus 2 is 4, that 4 will cancel with 4, and you are left with numerator root 6 minus root 2. When I simplify everything, can I say that root 6 minus root 6 will cancel, root 5 minus root 5 will cancel, minus into minus is plus root 2 minus root 2 will cancel, everything is cancelled, you are left with 0. And it's a very beautiful question, sir. You think that it's a very difficult question, I will make my students think in future that it's a very easy question. We will solve so many difficult questions which are looking difficult but actually not difficult once you practice. And these are all very excellent questions, sir. Believe me, you will enjoy these questions. I hope the idea should be very clear. Next question. Please see this next question. Again another question. See here, sir, how easily, how beautifully we can solve. Question is 28 minus 10 root 3 whole to the power of 1 by 2 minus 7 plus 4 root 3 whole to the power of minus 1 by 2 plus root 7 divided by root 16 plus 6 root 7 minus root 16 minus 6 root 7. Again, I think that it is not a difficult question if you have practiced it well. First answer, what should be the first term? Power 1 by 2 is nothing but square root. Now 10 is nothing but 2 into 5 root 3 and 2 into 5 root 3, and this 5 is nothing but square root of 25. 25 plus 3 is nothing but 28. Directly you can tell 5 and root 3 with a negative sign in between. First value is 5 minus root 3. Similarly, this is in the denominator. Minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 by square root of that particular term. That's okay. First to find the square root of that term. So it is minus 1 by. So it is 2 into root 3. That means 2 into 2. This particular 2 is square root of 4. Square root of 4 plus square root of 3 into square root of 3. In fact, 4 plus 3 is anyway 7. Directly you can tell this value also as, directly you can tell that value also as 2 plus root 3, right? 2 plus root 3 in the denominator. I believe that you are able to understand it, sir. Directly is what I want you to learn and write it very fast. So this is root 7 divided by root 16. So this is 6 root 7. Let me write it here. 6 root 7 can be written as, okay, 16 plus 6 root 7 can be written as 16 plus 2 into 3 into root 7. This 3 is nothing but root 9. Root 9 into root 7. 9 plus 7 is 16 itself. Directly you can write that value also as 3 plus root 7, and this next value also as 3 minus root 7, and this minus, if I remove the bracket whatever I want to write here, this finally becomes minus 3 plus root 7. Everything is already there in front of you, sir. What is the worriment for you right now? I believe the idea is clear. I will remove this. Idea should be extremely clear, sir. It is very easy once you practice. First term remains the same as 5 minus root 3. First term remains the same as 5 minus root 3. Don't rationalize and waste your time. 2 and root 3. 2 is nothing but root 4. Root 4 and root 3. 4 minus 3 difference is 1. So denominator should be 1. Numerator is 2 minus root 3 with a negative sign. It is minus 2 plus root 3. Right? Minus 2 plus root 3. Here 3 and minus 3 will cancel. Root 7 plus root 7 is 2 root 7. That 7 root 7 will cancel. You will be left with 1 by 2. What else is there? This is cancelled. 5 minus 3 is 2. Sorry, 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 by 2. Answer is 3 1 by 2. A beautiful question, sir. Why do you think that it is difficult looking into the question? Don't look into the question as if that is the biggest mistake or the biggest problem in your life. Every problem has a solution, and so beautifully we will solve all the questions. Answer is 3 1 by 2 or 7 by 2. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Intention is to teach you multiple varieties so that it should not be a difficulty for you. Another question. Another question which can be solved very easily. Square root of 4 minus root 7 divided by square root of 8 plus 3 root 7 minus 2 root 2. This value I require, which is not a difficulty, which we will prove it in the next 2 minutes of time, which does not deserve 2 minutes, sir. I am taking 2 minutes because I am writing few steps for your understanding. Now listen carefully, sir. Can I say that I need 2ab term, but here 2 is not there. 2 is not there here. So what I will do is, I will multiply with the 2 in the numerator. I will divide by the 2 in the denominator. That means, can I write it as, if I multiply 2 here, it becomes square root of, let me write it, 4 into 2 8 minus 2 root 7, right? Minus 2 root 7. Similarly, if I divide by 2 in the denominator, this becomes, this what will it become? Can I say it as, if I divide by 2, right? If I divide by root 2, sir, right? Why? Because that 2 whatever I am multiplying is under the square root, right? It is under the square root. That means I am multiplying with root 2 and dividing with root 2. That means root 2 into root 8 is, it is 16, right? It is 16. And next term is, it is 2 into 3 into root 7, right? 2 into 3 into root 7. This entire thing has square root once again, minus root 2 into root 2 will be 2. 2 into 2 will be equal to 4, right? That will be equal to 4. Now this is what I will be getting when I multiply and divide by root 2. What are the terms which are remaining? Can I say that this is root 2 root 7 into root 1. 7 plus 1 is 8 itself, right, sir? So directly I can write it as root 7 and root 1. Because I have negative, put a negative, right? Put a negative. Similarly in the denominator also, this entire thing, this is 3 is square root of 9. Square root of 9 into square root of 7. 9 plus 7 is anyway 16. So directly this can be written as 3 plus root 7 minus 4. I will write it as it is. What are the terms which are left out for simplification? Root 7 minus 1 in the numerator and root 7 minus 1 again in the denominator, which will cancel out to give me a beautiful number called as 1. Idea clear, right? Answer for this question is 1. Kindly comment in the live chat. Answer is 1. Next question. Next question. Now listen to this question. Just 1 minute, sir. I am drafting the question. Your question is if x minus root 24 into root 75 plus root 50 is equal to, in fact, divided by root 75 minus root 50 is equal to 1, find the value of x. If left hand side has to become equal to right hand side, what should be x value is the question. See here, very easy. X minus root 24 I will write as it is. Root 75 is 25 into 3, which is 5 root 3. Root 50 is 25 into 2, which is 5 root 2. If I take 5 common outside, 5 into root 3 plus root 2, right? 5 into root 3 plus root 2 divided by, this also is 5 root 3, this also is 5 root 2, 5 into root 3 minus root 2, right? 5 into root 3 minus root 2, this is equal to 1. Now 5 will cancel out, right? This 5 will cancel out. Rationalize it. Don't waste your time by doing rationalizing as multiply this by root 3 plus root 2 and again here also by root 3. All those things avoid it, sir. Don't write it and waste your time. I told you very clearly, 3 minus 2 is 1. Denominator is 1. Forget about the denominator because denominator is 1. Divided by 1 means you need not write that term also. Numerator is whatever sign you have here, multiply with the opposite sign. That means x minus root 24 is already there. Root 3 plus root 2 is already there. Again another root 3 plus root 2 will come. Root 3 plus root 2 whole square. That means root 3 whole square is 3. A plus b whole square. 2 root 2 whole square is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 into root 3 into root 2. It is 2 root 6. Eliminate the intermediate step. That is very important. You should have the skill set of eliminating the intermediate steps. Otherwise you will face a lot of difficulty, right? You will face a lot of difficulty. Now can I again say it as x minus root 24 is 4 into 6, which is 2 root 6, right, is equal to 1 divided by, shift it to the denominator, 5 plus 2 root 6, right? 1 divided by 5 plus 2 root 6. If I rationalize, what will I get it, sir? Can I say that 5 minus 2 root 6, if I multiply, 5 square is 25, 2 root 6 whole square, 4 into 6 24, 25 minus 24 is, denominator is again 1. Denominator is again 1. Numerator will be how much? 5 minus 2 root 6 into 1. So minus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6 can be compared. In place of x I have which value? 5. Answer is 5. Kindly keep revising all these problems if you are an enrolled student. You will learn it so beautifully and you will enjoy it when you are solving these questions in your examination hall. And believe me, I am not joking. I am not joking. I am telling you the true fact. You will enjoy these questions when you are solving in an examination hall and you will feel that you are actually moving in a right direction. Another question. Slightly an easy question this time. Square root of 20 plus square root of 12 plus cube root of 729 minus 4 divided by root 5 minus root 3 minus root 81. I need to find the value of this. Very easy. 4 into 5, which is 2 root 5. 4 into 3, which is 2 root 3. Cube root of 729 is 9. Minus. Now see here. 5 minus 3 is 2. Correct, right? 5 minus 3 is 2. That 2, when 4 divided by 2, you will end up with 2. Right? You will end up with 2. Numerator is rationalized term. Root 5 plus root 3 minus root 81 is 9. This will cancel. Right? This will cancel. 2 root 5 plus 2 root 3 minus 2 root 5 minus 2 root 3. Everything will get cancelled. Answer is 0. Answer is 0, sir. Beautiful way, right? Why do you want to express it to so many things and think that you should definitely write it in your examination as root 5 plus root 3 and numerator also root 5? No need. Directly subtract the denominator terms if the coefficients are 1. As much as possible, whatever the maximum we can extract, or whatever the maximum we can reduce our complexity, let us reduce it, sir. Let us reduce how much ever is possible from our end. Now again another good question, not a very difficult question, because I believe that my students are very fast in answering right now. Your question is 2 plus 6 by root 3 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 2. Very easy, sir. Very easy question. This equals how much? Now see here. Again very easy question. Can I say this is 2 plus 6 can be written as 2 into 3. 2 into 3. Instead of 6 I wrote it as 2 into 3. That 2 I wrote it as it is. 3 divided by root 3 is root 3. Because 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. One of the root 3 will get cancelled. Plus same logic. 2 is root 4. Root 4 plus root 3 is there in the denominator. 4 minus 3 is 1. So denominator is 1. Numerator should be 2 minus root 3 into 1. 2 minus root 3. Very easy. Again, this 2 is root 4. Root 3 minus root 4. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. That means denominator should be minus 1, or I can put this plus as minus 1. Both are same. Numerator should be root 3 minus 2 is there. Root 3 plus 2 it should become. Simplify. Simplify. What all will get cancelled? 2 root 3 will cancel. With which term it will get cancelled? 2 root 3. Okay, 2 root 3 I think it will not get cancelled, right, sir? What all the terms it will cancel, sir? Okay, 2 root 3 will get cancelled. Why? Because minus root 3 is minus 2 root 3 will cancel with plus 2 root 3. Plus 2 with minus 2 will cancel. You are only left with one more 2. How many steps I solved it with? Only 2 steps. How much time I solved it? Yes, I took more time because I want you to understand. But you need not take this much of time in the examination. Avoid taking too much of time in the examination, sir. You don't deserve this much of time for these varieties of questions. Kindly comment till here. Let us understand whether my students have understood or not. Which question you are talking about, Revant? There in the numerator written 4 instead of 2. Did I make some mistake, sir? I don't think so. Maybe in the previous question you are talking about. Maybe. Everyone clear till here, sir? Everyone should be very, very clear till here. Kindly comment in the live chat so that we can move forward. Excuse me. See this question. Square root of 11 minus 2 root 30 plus square root of 7 minus 2 root 10 minus 4 divided by root 6 plus root 2. Again a very easy question which looks difficult. Why? Because root 30 is root 6 into root 5 and 6 plus 5 is 11. So directly I can write root 6 minus root 5. Root 10 is, because of this 2 I don't need to manipulate that 2. I already have that 2. Root 10 is root 5 into root 2 and 5 plus 2 is 7. So directly I can write it as root 5 minus root 2. And this term should I rationalize every step and write it, sir? Definitely no. 6 minus 2 is 4. That 4 will cancel with 4 and you have a negative sign, keep that negative as it is. You will be left with root 6 minus root 2 and after negative it is minus root 6 plus root 2. Everything will get cancelled. This is cancelled, this is cancelled, third term is also cancelled, answer is 0. Beautiful. Definitely yes. Definitely it is a very easy way of solving problem. I hope the idea should be clear, sir. Answer for that question is 0. 0 is what I will get when I solve those questions. Next, another beautiful question, slightly, as we think it's a slightly difficult question, but it is not probably a difficult one. Let us check it out, sir. Your question is 26 minus 15 root 3 divided by 5 root 2 minus square root of 38 plus 5 root 3 whole square. Sir, already it is difficult. Let us check it out, sir. Plus root 10 plus root 18 divided by root 8 plus square root of 3 minus root 5. Square root of 3 minus root 5. Now we will combine every concept what we have discussed from the last 1.5 hours, apply in this problem. Simple. Combine every concept and apply in this problem. Now see here. Can I say this as, listen carefully, sir. Can I say this as, first of all, numerator term in this first term does not have any square root, so I don't need to worry about it. Here I have square root, here I have 5 root 3. 2ab term is not there, 2 is not there, so I will multiply and divide by that term. That means numerator 26 minus 15 root 3, I will write it as it is. Denominator, what I will do is, I will multiply by root 2. I will multiply by root 2. So root 2 into root 2, it is 2 minus root 38 into root 2, it is root 76 plus 5 into root 2 into root 3, right? 5 into root 2 into root 3. I hope it is clear, sir. So I can write it like this if you want to for better understanding. 5 into 2 into this 5, if I take it inside, it is 25 into 375. That will become root 75. This square root term I will write it as it is. The entire thing is squared. That also I will write it as it is. I believe that it should be very, very clear for you. Now, same logic. Here also I do not have 2 term. Right? I don't have the 2 term. Same thing. Numerator multiply by root 2. It is root 20. And again, if you think here, I multiplied denominator only by root 2, right? Denominator only by root 2. Again, I should also divide it by root 2. Root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. That 1 by 2 should be taken outside, right? That 1 by 2 should be taken outside. Root 2 into root 10 plus root 2 into root 18. It is root 36. Again, root 2 into root 8. It is root 16 plus. Now see here. Root 2, that means inside multiply by 2, it becomes 2 into 3 is 6 minus 2 root 5. I believe that this particular step is very very clear for everyone, right? Now this denominator of denominator 2 will go to the numerator, multiply everything by 2. 52 minus 30 root 3 divided by, this is 5 into 2 10 minus, can I say 75 root 75 into root 1. 75 plus 1 is 76. Directly I can write it as root 75 plus root 1. With this minus I can write it as root 75 minus root 1, right? Minus root 1. Root 1 is anyway 1 itself. That term I will square it, right? I will square it. This is root 20 plus root 36 is 6, root 16 is 4. This again, root 5 into root 1, I can write this as 5 plus 1 is 6. So directly I can write it as root 5 minus 1, right? Root 5 minus 1. I believe that all my previous explanations of so many problems is helping you so beautifully in this particular question. So if I simplify further, 10 minus 1 is 9, right? 10 minus 1 is 9. So 9 minus root 75 whole square. Apply a minus b whole square. 9 square is 81. Root 75 whole square is 75. Minus 2ab. 2 into 9 into root 75. Minus 18 root 75. So numerator I will write as it is as 52 minus 30 root 30. 30 root 3 plus. Can I say here as this is nothing but 4 into 5, which is 2 root 5 plus 6 divided by 4 minus 1 is 3. It is 3 plus root 5, right? It is 3 plus root 5. Now think logically, sir. In the numerator, if I take 2 common factor, you will be left with 2 into root 5 plus 3. Here also denominator it is root 5 plus 3. That will cancel. Only thing left out in this entire term is 2. I am not writing it again in the next step, but I am writing directly. That is 2. Similarly, 81 plus 75 is 156. 156 is what is there. This is 156 minus 18 into root 75 is 25 into 3. 25 square root is 5. 18 into 5 is how much? 90. That means in that 156 and 90, if I take 3 common factor, I will be left with 52, because 3 into 52 is 156 and 90 is what I got. 30 root 3 will be remaining. Numerator also is 52 minus 30 root 3. The second term is 2. This entire thing will get cancelled. 1 by 3 plus 2. Answer is 2 1 by 3. Beautiful question which involves so many of our previous calculations very very handily. Kindly comment in the live chat. You might think that it is difficult, but I believe that my students can solve it. Kindly comment in the live chat, sir. I am waiting for your comments. Couple of students have said that it is very clear for them, but I want maximum number of students to reply and say that it is clear for them. Yes, there is no other way, Saurabh. You need to practice. And that is the reason similar kind of question I have been solving from the last 45 minutes just to make you practice. Arvind, what is the other method which might come to your mind? There is no other method, right, Arvind? Whenever you have square root of a surd, use this method. Simple. In this particular question, Arvind, I have here, if you see, square root of 38 plus 5 root 3. This 5 root 3 is a surd. Use this method. In this denominator again I have square root of 3 minus root 5. This root 5 is a surd. Use this method. Arvind, I believe it is clear. Everyone kindly comment, sir. Very good. Now suppose for example, see this question, sir. Beautiful question, and I am sure that you know this definition. A plus b plus c whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Now listen carefully, sir. Can I say that, suppose if the question is like this, square root of 11 plus root 48 plus root 24 plus root 72. 11 plus root 48 plus root 24 plus root 72. Now this is very difficult to solve because it does not have 2ab term. It does not have a plus b whole square term. That means there are so many terms which are involved, and the other thing is it has 3 square root terms inside a bigger square root. In all our previous question we were having 1 or 2 maximum square root terms inside a bigger square root. So this kind of questions, the best way to solve this kind of questions is by answer options. Suppose for example, first option is 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 6. Second option is root 2 plus root 3 plus root 6. Third option is 2 plus root 3 plus root 6, and the fourth option is 3 plus root 2 plus root 6. Best way of solving this question is by answer options. Now I am sure that you will understand this. Square root of 9 is 3. If I don't need square root, remove the square root from the left hand side, put the square on the right hand side. That means I will remove this square root from the question, right? I will remove this square root from the question. If I remove the square root from the question, every answer option I need to put a square. Then both will be same, right? Both are absolutely same. I removed the question. I removed the square root from the question so that I am putting square in each and every answer option, right? I am putting square in each and every answer options. Now check it out by applying squares, which is much easier than a square root. If I take the first option, a plus b plus c whole square, a square, this is a square is 2 square 4 plus b square 2 into root 3 whole square, which is 4 into 3 12 plus c square root 6 whole square is 6 plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. This whole number part is nothing but 22, but here I have 11, so that cannot be the right answer, right? That cannot be the right answer. Eliminate that answer which is not giving you the whole number part. First of all, it should be whole number also correct, third also correct. Whole number itself is incorrect in option 1. Second option, if I use a square is root 2 whole square, b square is root 3 whole square, c square is root 6 whole square. Check it out till this part. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 6 11. Yes, whole number is correct. Check it out. These three terms are 2ab, 2bc, 2ca. 2 into ab, root 2 into root 3, it is root 6. It is root 6 plus 2 into bc, root 3 into root 6, it is root 18 plus 2ca, 2 into root 6 into root 2, it is root 12. Now can I do like this, sir? Can I simplify like this? 3 plus 2 plus 6 is 11. If I put this 2 inside, it becomes 4 inside the square root. 6 into 4 is 24. If I put this 2, it becomes 4. 18 into 4 is 72. If I put this 2, it becomes 4 inside. 12 into 4 is 48. This is exactly what my question is given. That means my answer is option B. Beautiful way of solving again. This is how you need to tackle a question. If it is not a plus b whole square, if it is a plus b plus c whole square, best way is to tackle by using answer options. The methodology what we used there, it's a very difficult and a tedious and a lengthy and a time consuming process. Best way is to solve by using answer options.
You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our